Well, hello my loves, how are you all today? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Silvina, and in today's video we're going to continue dissecting different styles and aesthetics, and today's a day of cottagecore. So we're going to talk a little bit about what the style entails, a little bit of, background story or history about the style, then how to get the look, and at the end I'm going to share with you some outfit ideas. Okay, so the cottagecore, or also known as farmcore or countrycore, is an internet-born aesthetic that idealizes the rural life, especially taking influence from the rural life of the Romantic and Victorian eras. Although it is quite popular among, different social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, much like the dark and light academia aesthetic, this style was born on Tumblr around 2019 or 2018, something like that. Since it's an aesthetic, it involves more than just a fashion style. It involves a way of living, architecture, interior design, objects, literature, and specific activities that are aligned with the rural life, like gardening and cultivating and crafts and knitting and baking and so many others. So this aesthetic is very popular right now as an aesthetic itself within the younger generations. And I say this because there are certainly, people from older generations that live this type of life, but they certainly don't make it an aesthetic or romanticize it. And some people even claim that, the recent rising of this idealization of the rural life came to younger generations, as a realization or as a want to live a more peaceful and relaxed life, in contrast with the busy and very hectic life of the cities. So it's a form of rejection to the hustle life and the hustle culture to live a more simple and slow life. This internet-based aesthetic became really popular during the COVID-19 pandemic, when people were forced to stay at home and everything was quite uncertain, and people really started to, rethink about how they wanted to live their lives. But that being said, this aesthetic also has its critics saying that it's a very romanticized and unrealistic way of depicting the very laborious and sacrifice and hardworking rural life, and that it only shows, the pretty and stylized side of it, but not the actual struggles of living a rural life that could translate into poverty and poor sanitation and many others. Okay, so going a little bit more in depth about the style itself, the cottagecore style is a very feminine style, very romantic and quite simple. Some influences of this style, like we said, is first of all the romanticism, which had a big influence and a big foundation on nature and nostalgia, and styles like the shabby chic or the Japanese morike that translates into forest style. It's based on feminine shapes, and it also includes more romantic elements, like for example milkmaid necklines and puffy sleeves and embroidery and ruffles, but it also is quite relaxed and quite cozy. The color palette is based on neutrals, light colors, and also more muted tones, but especially a lot of colors that resemble nature, like greens and browns and yellows and other pastels, but everything quite soft. When it comes to textiles, natural fabrics are the best option. This could be linen, lace, silk, denim, crochet, wool, or cotton. And also go for soft textures and soft nature prints like flowers and leaves and animals, fruits, paisley, patchwork, or gingham. Okay, so talking about actual pieces, I would say to go for milkmaid dresses or any type of romantic dress. Also, vintage dresses overall, pinafore dresses and prairie dresses, ruffled tops or skirts or ruffled anything basically, Edwardian or Peter Pan blouses, aprons, long midi or maxi Victorian-like skirts, corsets, linen shirts, light colored jeans or, flowy pants, chunky cardigans or sweaters, overalls, crochet or self-knitted pieces. And for shoes, wedges, ballerina flats, flat sandals, or even cowboy boots could work too. And for accessories, I would go for bandanas on the head, dainty jewelry, woven or basket bags, and woven hats. This aesthetic is based on sustainability and self-sufficiency, so it firmly believes in slow fashion. So if you really want to live by this aesthetic, I would recommend you to go check on vintage shops or secondhand shops, or if you have the skills, you can totally make them your own. That would be like the ultimate cottagecore thing to do. But that being said, you can literally find pieces that are inspired by this aesthetic in practically every store at a relatively affordable price. But since I said this aesthetic is based on sustainability, I would recommend you to go for high quality pieces that will last you a long time. So with that being said, let's check out some outfit ideas inspired in the cottagecore aesthetic. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments section if you like this style, which outfit was your favorite, and also which style would you like me to analyze and recreate next. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications down below for more fashion and lifestyle content. And as always, I will leave the links in the description box of all of my social media so you can go check them out. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao!